Hey, what's up guys? So since the last chicken video we've made some improvements on everything. Kind of moved the house so we could let them free range all day. Put a fence up. Back up, back up. Come on in, buddy. So we moved the house, we put it in here. They can kind of forage around. Got their water. Still got the same feeder. It's a gravity feed they eat out of. You can see they kind of make a mess here. They kind of waste a lot on the ground. I think what I want to do, I want to put a little lip in here, because what they do, they stick their head in there, and when they pull, they just pull it out on the ground, and most of the time they don't eat it. It goes to waste. Squirrels eat it. Keep all their feed right out here by the house. It's in a watertight bucket. We did have the corn out here as well, but the squirrels kept trying to chew through the bucket, which I'll show you that in a minute. So we actually had to move it somewhere, put it out of the way. I did add another roost inside here, because we did add a couple more chickens. We had 4 the last time. We added 2 more that somebody actually gave us. This one here, and I believe the other one is in the nest box right now, probably trying to lay an egg. So we peek in there real quick, trying not to disturb her. Yeah, she's in there. Okay. Another thing that we added to the house, we put a sloped egg box, which there's no eggs in there right now. But basically what we done, I built this box and put it on the back. Inside the nest box, I built a sloped floor. So when they lay eggs in there, the eggs roll, and they roll into this box, and we just pretty much get the eggs out of here. Inside the actual nest, basically I took a exterior floor mat and put the rubber side up. So they lay the eggs on that. Gravity takes effect, rolls into the box. We collect the eggs out of the box, and that works pretty well. Then at nighttime, when they go into the house to roost, we lock them up. But I was having a problem with them trying to sleep in here in the nest box. So basically I just built this little thing here. At night we open up the box, this piece goes in here, and all it does is it blocks the entrance on the inside, so they can't get into the box. So they all sleep on the roost at night. This was the old water system they had set up. I just didn't take it down because I've got a hole in my wire here, so I didn't want to have to fool with that. So that's there from the last video you saw. We just got it set up with water here. We got a hose. It's actually buried underground to this point. It's on a splitter over on the faucet. So every morning we just run some fresh water in there. Throw a little apple cider vinegar in there occasionally, just to help with their digestion. Right over in here, which I've got to pile it back up, we got a compost pile, which they have really kicked it down. Chickens do a really good job at turning compost pile. This pile, which is flat right now, was about 4 feet tall, probably a good truckload. So we've got to pile all that back up so they can kick it down again. And over here, I'll show you. We'll go get them a scoop of corn, buddy. Back up, get back in there. So we had to move the corn. I put it over here. You can see the squirrels they try to chew a hole in that, and if we leave it out, it'll get rained on and corn will get bad. So just give them one scoop, go dump it out. Here, I'll get the lid. Go ahead. You can see the little raised bed we got going on here. Just dump it out in a few little piles, scattered out. There you go. So there's not a lot to keeping a few chickens in your backyard. Right now we get, I'd say on average, probably 4 to 5 eggs per day. You don't get quite 1 egg per chicken per day, just depending on how they're eating and how much water they're getting. Eggs are mostly water, so you want to make sure they have plenty of water to drink at all times. But you know, hey, you can get this many birds here. If you can get 5 eggs a day, that adds up, you know, over a week's time. So, but there you go. There's some backyard chickens. Simple little setup. A little more advanced than what we had last time, but there's always room for improvement. I do really like the egg box that I added onto the house. It makes getting eggs a lot easier. The main thing is they stay clean, so they don't just sit there in the nest box for them to sit on and peck at and and whatnot. So they actually, as soon as they lay them, they roll into the box, and you got a clean egg that, I mean, honestly, you don't even really have to wash. But like in the previous video, we do put all our eggs in the refrigerator. So I take them in the house and we put them in a basket, and about every 2 days I'll wash them and store them in the refrigerator. But anyway, there you go. There's our setup right now for some backyard chickens.